Yes, people, welcome to Never a Foul. This is your Rivals Agenda show. There's a couple men that can't make it, but LB will be here. But we're joined by Monts, Ash, LB. We got VD in the top right there, repping Chelsea, and then myself. A little bit of news that probably scatters around all clubs that's on the panel today, bar Man City. But people don't know Chelsea being rejected for Omorodion. I don't even know how to say his name. How do you say his name? Omorodion. Omorodion. Omorodion.
I think they call him by his first name still. I don't.
Was his first name?
Hold on.
Samuel. Call him Sammy. Yeah.
Omo. Let's call him Omo. Yeah.
Danny Omo.
And apparently Atletico Madrid are interested in Nico Jackson, potential swap deals, 40 million package is not enough. Is Jackson enough? Duran still on the cards. They appreciate man like Garassi. People don't know who that is, but it looks like he's going to Dortmund, but that ain't been done yet. And also I saw some off links with what's his name as well? Dominic Solanke, but apparently being priced out of a move, which kind of tells me what's Chelsea's angle with their budgets when it comes to the striking position. Then you've got another striker there's a concrete offer. It looks like the only one that's on the table right now is a free run for Spurs. So this whole, you know what I'm saying?
I'm like it for real. I don't even know, but you know what? Like, I'm not convinced because you see with this club, you see they're very ageist. You know what I'm saying? They're kind of like the young bucks because Levy, he likes the sell-on clause. You know what I'm saying? So if he's gonna buy it already now, proven Prem ready, this is out of character. I'll be real, bro. Because normally he moves like that. You know them skinny jeans, bro, proper tight with his wallet, bro. He doesn't. But he moves mad. Like, I don't want to say the words. You know what I'm trying to say, innit?
Yeah. And then and if you're a Man United fan, apparently Man United is going to be meeting up with Joshua Zirkzee's agent. And the big issue around AC Milan and Zirkzee's agent is the agent fees. So things that we don't typically care about, but now as football fans, it gets leaked, and now we care about it, about how much agent fee is. Because 2 years ago, we didn't give a shit. But now we have to give a shit. And there's obviously off links with Anana. There's off links as what the Arsenal thing prioritizing the midfielder. Alongside as well, what's it called? Looks like Liverpool might have entered the race for Elise. So there's concrete interest there as well. But yeah, man, we might as well start with Chelsea, VD, man, because you're not, by the sounds of it, you don't like none of these guys that you're linked with.
Nah, man. Listen, how can you? The thing that's so annoying is you get linked with Osimhen. I'll be real, I didn't want Osimhen because I don't feel like he'd suit Chelsea too well. But the stature of the name is still there, right? You get linked from him. You got Gyökeres that you're interested in. There was a bit with Toney, and then you drop it all the way down to Duran, the next guy that plays for Omo. Like Garassi's okay, but these aren't the guys that are going to take you to the next level. It's just, I don't know. It's a bit confusing. It's backwards. How do you go from such established names to then these lower guys? And you want there's like a thing going around saying Chelsea want a similar profile to Broja. You employ Broja. So what's happened there? We signed Datra Fofana, what was it, last season? So not the season just gone, but the season before that. What's happened with him? Why have we signed him then? You want someone, again, like, why are we not? If it was up to me, I'd personally run it with Jackson. If you're not going to get a proper name, if you're not going to get Gyökeres, you messed up on Sesko. If you're not going to get them, keep Nkunku and Jackson and let them run it. Right? Jackson has not had a bad season.
But there's something similar with all these names, yeah. Omorodion, I think that's how you say his name, Mr. Omo, and then you've got Duran, and then you've also got looking at likes of Garassi. They're big, powerful guys. Obviously, Garassi, which I don't understand, is more like a box finisher in the box, lurking back post, big man, right? But Omorodion and also Duran, they're very similar in profile, right? They are powerful. You know the whole term PNP that commentators like to use when it comes to IC3 players? That's that. That's that. Literally. Have you seen for that Omorodion there, guy? I'm not gonna lie, yeah. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know bare about him because there's no one that can tell me they were watching Alaves games last season because you weren't. But one thing that I did see, bro, the guy's like 6'4" and he's gone. It's gone.
Bro, I say no Omo, but he looks like a Jackson regen, bro. I'll be real, because brother, it's like they're profiling the same guys each time, brother. Like it's like they want a carbon copy. Like definitely they want that particular tall target man, but then they want a man that can run in behind, a man that can link up. But yeah, I hear what my man say, bro. If I was Chelsea, bro, I'll be like, bro, what's happening, man? Man, like in high school, man, we used to be the man, homie. Damn, homie.
Oh,
What else man put in my projects? Like, what are we really doing, bro? It's like, I don't know, Chelsea. They're not the King's Road that they used to be on, man.
Everything just seems so backwards. I've actually got a picture here, right? And it's the whole thing with Chelsea is you're supposed to the whole transfer solutions that they're finding is data driven, right? Does this look data driven? Blue is Jackson. Red is this new Donny Omo. How is that data driven? How? You've gone backwards. Remember,
hey, you know what that smells like?
In a weak Chelsea team, yeah, in a team that had no structure in the Premier League. What's Omo doing, man?
It smells like bad BO. You know when you go gym, yeah, and a brother, you go past a brother, like, oof, that BO smells like that weren't today's BO, man. That was 2 days in a row BO mixed in with you tried to mix the arms, but you didn't hang it properly. That kind of smell, like, brother, you need to. That is smelly. that data driven. I don't know, because everyone's doing the same thing. All the scouts are trying to do this whole data approach, and they're not doing like proven and tested players, bro. It's mad. So, I fear for Chelsea at the moment. Obviously, Elise is something different. I know you've touched on it, but maybe it's one proven and then one data, because the money. I don't know. Like everyone's moving like they ain't got P's this time. I don't know if the PSR thing's real or the FFP. I don't know, bro. I'm not here. I don't do accounts, but
the amount of names that were coming in when you say no. Did you not hear that much? She said no Omo.
bro, that guy looks like Ampadu Onana, and they're telling me he's a Spanish international, blood. He is Gambian Spanish, bro. You're not giving me Spanish international my back foot, bro. He is Uganda's finest. That's okay too, bro. Have you not seen it? Have you not seen the youth, bro? Have you not seen the youth, bro?
They're trying to do that with France and
the youth, bro. Have you seen the youth? That youth has got more steel in his elbows than Ampadu Onana, bro. He got more steel in his arms in his elbows than Kanu, fam. Man, I'm telling you, Spanish youth into youth. Like,
no. You funny. Another was funny, bro.
Hey, see,
Andre.
Yeah.
He goes,
hey,
my name's not Andre, mate. All right, mate.
You know what I mean? The guys from the East End, mate.
No. Onana's definitely from Ends. He's from Ends. Same with East End.
That's looking good, bro.
No, apparently, yeah. I don't understand this shit. He's born in Senegal. He moved to Brussels when he was like 11 years of age, and he was raised there. And then he played in Germany and wherever else before. Now he's been in England for 2 years. And it's not even like he's in just England. He's in Scousland in Liverpool.
No, but them Belgian man they know English well, innit? Like their English is good.
It must be. I mean, you got Lukaku. He thinks he's American, isn't it?
Bro, but Lukaku actually speaks like 6 languages fluently, though. You know how crazy that is.
Ananda does as well, you know, believe it or not.
Didn't he have Meg Stallion at one point, Lukaku? I swear he had on
Meg.
I don't know how he pulled that one off.
He's a baller, bro.
Yeah, I hear it.
Rappers aren't inaccessible when you're a baller. Come on, man.
Yeah, but clearly, when you say data driven, don't worry. This is why Chelsea pay certain man that we know. Trust me, when Don comes on at 12 p.m., right, I'll tell you for free, Don will have more data than Chelsea's actual network itself for this guy. So whatever graphs you're pulling up, he will make sure that he's got absolutely everything he needs on Scout to make sure why this would be a good signing for Chelsea.
The thing is, everybody always sits here. They mention, but look what happened with Cole Palmer. Everybody's not Cole Palmer, man. You cannot expect this.
Oh wait, you just use a Don metric there, by the way.
Yeah, I can't stand it when people say it. I cannot stand it. Nobody in the world, not even Cole Palmer himself or his family or his biggest fans, would have ever expected that he was going to have the season that he had. No one. No one. I was okay with a signing when it happened. I was angry that we didn't sign a more proven player. Maybe it's gonna be. It could be a second one, but the chances are, if you look at these players and the stats and what they're putting up, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I feel like there's 3 positions that you cannot do the whole. You got to trust this player and stuff with. You got to have someone that's more sturdy, and that's a goalkeeper, a centre back, and a striker. Like, you need to get these people that are solid in these positions. You need someone that can bag you goals. It doesn't matter how you get them in, just get them in. A goalkeeper, we all know that the seasoned veteran goalkeepers are always the best. They make the least amount of mistakes, and it's the same for the defenders. It's why Thiago Silva, of course, he's one of the best defenders of all time. But you saw levels, man. There were just so many levels from him to who we have now. It's because he has experience in the game, and you can't teach that. You can't teach being in specific positions to put the ball in the back of the net. And that's what you're going to have to teach to these young guys. So I don't know, man. It's so backwards. It's annoying. It's so
But
annoying.
should you not be more open to stuff like this? Because
Like-
not too long ago, there was a man glazing over Sesko. Omorodion got 9 goals. Don't get me wrong, in La Liga, in a shitter team, by the way, I believe. And Duran got 5 goals and whatever assists in the amount of minutes that he even played.
Four goals and
Did
Gabby
you
Jesus.
got-
It's just the thing is, yeah,
Oh,
like
God.
if we sign them, I will get behind the player. I'm not fake like that. I'll get behind the player, yeah. But is this player going to take us forward? Is he going to make the jump? We need to be making the jump now. We've signed the midfield. Like we finished that issue. We got the DMs that we wanted. We got Lavia and Caicedo when we struggled without a proper DM for years. We're getting Elise, or it seems like we're getting Elise. We still don't even know what's going on. We've signed all of these players, and now the one place that we are lacking is up top, because we need a proper gunman. The last one we had was Diego Costa. Diego Costa was our last
You
gunman.
said yourself, right? You are 3 positions away from challenging. What did you say?
Left back, goalkeeper, striker.
There you go. You didn't specifically name any sort of strikers. So if we're going off, remember.
Well,
context.
obviously, I'm not going to say,
here we
we're
go.
some dead striker away from winning the league. A proper striker. A proper
All
striker.
right, name me some proper
good name.
strikers that are available out
Hey,
there.
it's
Go on.
Listen,
there.
I know he's
Alright,
just had an injury.
I can see you're stressed.
My perfect striker is Gyökeres. I think I mean this with all my heart. He is the second most complete striker in world football. He has everything. Cool. He's played he's not in the best league, but in terms of his game, he is a gunman. He can finish. His positioning is brilliant. His link up is brilliant. His pressing brilliant. His movement brilliant. He would be the name that I'd go for. Him.
I know you're saying that name, yeah, but it's kind of obvious that Chelsea don't want to sign a big money profile striker. That's what makes me wonder how much you truly have to spend. Like,
Who was it that you wanted? What was his name? Who was it?
you wanted Gyökeres. Yeah, but you look at it. We all thought Osimhen was going to go Chelsea. Fabrizio came out early and said that Chelsea are not looking at Osimhen. The price is too much, and basically yada yada yada, and along them lines. They're not looking at him. When you think of profile, Osimhen is similar to a Duran. He's similar to an Omorodion. He's like that's the profile you get. So that's done. Gyökeres is a link-up target, man. You could say it's quite similar to an Ivan Toney, but yet you're not even looking at an Ivan Toney. Dominic Solanke was the latest rumor as well, but said that you're priced out of a move. They say Dominic Solanke is rated around 65 million, right? So you're like, you got to look at the position Chelsea are thinking in and what the price is. Both clubs, Atletico Madrid and Aston Villa, want a player back. That's the thing. I don't even think they're interested in the money. They want a player back. And the thing is like, what can you offer? So clearly, if you're open to offering swap deals and stuff like that, it must be a money thing, because you don't want to spend too much on a budget on a striker when striker is your gold. Am I lying here? I'm not saying that this is true. I'm just saying this is what I'm thinking. This is my thought process, by the way, of all of it. Athletic don't want 80 million. Never said they wanted 80 million. Is that what they said? 80 million for a guy that's scored 9 goals.
That's his
Sounds
release
like
clause.
Hoyland.
His release clause.
Yeah, that's a
80
release
million,
clause,
they
but
want
doesn't mean he
closer to
can't.
it or something like that.
I think I can't lie. I'm not gonna sit here and laugh at Chelsea. Like, I like the fact that you're going for profiles rather than names. Gyökeres is there, don't get me wrong, but is he the guy that's going to be in the box and finish everything off. Chelsea's got
He gets in
technical
the box quite
ballers.
well. He gets
It's
in
a
the
bit
box.
different. Everyone needs a little bit something different, right? In my opinion, where like Spurs, I don't know if they need an Ivan Toney, but one thing I know that they lack is probably height in the middle. Regardless, I think you can see from Richarlison that they do quite good in the air. So you need some. I can see a Toney kind of thriving in that kind of robust kind of role for an Ange. For you guys, I don't think you need another link up, man. I just think you need someone that's going to be in the box and finish. Because I think you lot keep the ball very well. Do you know what I mean? I think that's going to show that. When Liverpool need a false nine, in my opinion, or a poacher, one or the other, whichever way they want to look at it. They go for a 4-2-3-1. They're better off going for a poacher.
We got one. Just not fit.
Jaw. Yeah, it's just not fit enough. Do you know what I mean? There's different angles that you're going to look at it. So I quite like the fact that you're looking at a big, powerful striker because guess what? That's what you need. When big strikers come to Chelsea, if we go off heritage, they fail.
Also, they've got Nkunku already. He's kind of that kind of link up, and so is Jackson. Jackson's kind of like a link up. So you've got two players that can do the link up. If you get a Gyökeres in, that's a third link up. So I kind of back what Cass is saying. You kind of more or less need a box striker, someone that's going to get on the end of things, someone that's going to get on the back post, finish off maybe what your wingers are doing. Maybe that's the profile and the style of what they want to do. In terms of like your manager plays that kind of city ball where the wingers hug the touchline and they spray balls across the 6-yard box, and you just need someone at the end of it, either on the penalty spot or at the back post just to finish things off. So maybe that's the reason why they're looking for that type of profile, as Cass was saying, instead of a name. So maybe look for strikers in that kind of position that might suit you more rather than looking for like Gyökeres, because I know I hear it because I like Gyökeres as well. I'm gonna lie, I think he's dope. But is it something that your team specifically need? Is that what they're profiling for? Like, you have to ask those questions, in my opinion.
I feel like Chelsea are waiting to sell people at the moment. Like they just want to get people off the books. Like if you can get rid of Conor Gallagher for 50 M's before you know it, that makes a whole different situation for Chelsea. Maybe Chelsea are looking for 2 strikers. Does anyone consider that?
No, there's no way.
Maybe looking for a striker and a backup.
I think that's smart, but I could hear it. If Chelsea were going for 2 strikers, I could hear
Typically, most teams have about 3 strikers on their books.
Technically, we would. If we bought in a striker, we technically... I could see Nkunku playing up top just because of how Maresca likes to use strikers. He likes someone to drop into the false 9 if they're struggling to break down the team to create the overloads and stuff like that. So I reckon, I don't know. It's just with Nkunku, you don't really know, right? Because injuries... Are we going to see injuries this season because we ain't got Poch running them ragged? So,
oh my god,
can't wait to.
Oh my god, Atletico Madrid bid an informal offer of 16.8 million for Conor Gallagher. Are they taking the piss?
more. I don't see that.
Like the most.
Some guy called Burgos or something like that. Some source, maybe he's like an Atleti source or something like that. Never heard of him, by the way, but I'm gonna guess that from his name, he's somewhere over in Spain. They bid 17 million overall for Conor Gallagher. Are they taking the piss?
Yeah, boy.
But do you think this is the Spanish league? you can just change it round and go get players? I don't think so. That's funny. I can't lie. You know what it is? When you're paying that manager 20 million per season, maybe they need to recalculate what they think they can grab out of the Premier League. Let's be real. You pay your manager more than you're paying for flipping Conor Gallagher in transfer. And the manager don't even win them the league. That's actually piss poor. Let me see what Maresca, I think Maresca positional play is suited to players who are comfortable in different areas of the pitch. Yeah, that's true. The only thing I know of Maresca, though, is just he likes it in behind striker. That's all I know of him because of Jamie Vardy and Patson Daka. That's the only thing I can go off.
He has you know, one of those masterclass videos where they break down stuff. That's where the whole he likes the striker to drop deep to create an overload in the midfield and stuff and to help build out and stuff like that. So I wouldn't say it's a straight in behind striker because he had those. Obviously, I don't even know if Leicester bought a lot last season, but it's kind of just what they had, right? They already had Daka, or I'm pretty sure they already had Daka, and they obviously already had Vardy. So I don't know. I feel like the profiles were
last year. Apparently, they spent around. Barely fuck all.
Yeah, I think they sold way more than they bought. So
they spent like 35 million, 36 million, pretty much nothing. But yeah, even then, you got Duran still in the books. You know, what about his kind of profile? Would you not be more kind of in for him? Like, would you not like to see someone like that there, considering his goal to game ratio is quite good? considering that he's buried against Liverpool out of all teams as well. You know, there might be something there. You're going for potential at the end of the day. You're gonna have to settle up for someone.
I mean, it just depends. If we're banking on him to bag us hella goals and move us positions up the league, then I think you've screwed it. You've absolutely screwed it. But if I don't know, like if you're here to say, do you know what, we'll make him back up to Jackson potentially and Kunku, I can hear it a little bit more. But I don't know. I feel like we're just banking on a whole load of nothing. We're not really banking on anything. I don't mind his profile. You know, again, the whole strong, powerful, good in the air.
Well, you know what's mad? You know what's mad? That we were all talking about defenders yesterday, and today we're talking about all strikers. You know, we got even like in here, we got Man United potentially going for someone like Joshua Zirkzee, like another guy that's potential. 34 million is not that bad of a deal, but I don't know why we're going for someone like Joshua Zirkzee. I can only see the potential, but Man United are trying to build for the future and clearly don't want nothing now. I know what Mons thought of yesterday. Like, he likes Zirkzee, innit? He's also got a bad boy name. That's the best thing. The most I know about this guy, is that he's got a bad boy name and he can link up like Martial. That's all I know of him. I don't know what his finish is like. I heard he's quite tall and he's quite fast. I didn't watch no Bologna games.
I wanted to see him in the Euros.
He was good for Bologna. He was a very, very, very vital part for Bologna. His movement, he was everywhere to come get that ball, to move it. He could finish him off as well. He was.
The only caveat is that how many seasons has he done it? Obviously he was at Bayern Munich in their academy, wasn't he? And then they basically ditched him in it. They binned him, said, I don't think he's level.
Context. They binned him because of his injury. Before his injury, he had 9 appearances and 4 goals as Lewandowski's deputy in 2019.
Okay, fair enough. But still, again, where did he go? After that, he went to where? Where did he go? Was it Auxerre? Where did he go? Auxerre? Or I can't remember the team he went to. Then he went to Bologna. So, like, obviously he's young. So when I looked at him quickly, I haven't seen him in the full game, but when I did look at him, I did see like the hold-up play, like you man are saying, the tech was there. But I haven't seen his bad stuff. So I don't know, like, if the team's not playing well, does he keep the same level of consistency? If that makes sense. Do you know what I'm saying? How is his mentality? Do you know what I'm saying? In front of goal. How is he going to perform? How much time does he need to bed in for Manchester United? We kind of need things to go right now for a Ten Hag that's going to be under pressure. These are the type of questions I'm asking about Zirkzee. But yeah, do I like him? How good is he in the air? I'm not too sure. Can he be used as a target man in that sense? These are things I'm looking at. But yeah, I like him. I think he would help. Would Man U play him in a 2? Or would you drop him? Would you drop Højlund? Because I think he would help Højlund if he's in the team. Because I'd see him as a man that kind of plays off, like almost like a false.
I think they both need to I think they both need to battle it out. In total honesty, they both need to battle out for who's going to have the top spot. I think if you're going to go for over pure footballers, I think Zirkzee helps the likes of Rashford and the Garnachos of the world. 100%. Whereas Højlund, technically, you should be playing Amads and going to get a sort of winger that can supply Højlund more than that. So it's all about combination. Or sometimes you might be able to look at it thinking, all right, cool, I'm going to go for a 4-4-2 and I'm going to play Zirkzee and I'm going to play Højlund in, because you think of like the old school kind of way.
Yeah,
Nkunku's a support striker more than anything in the 2, and he's a guy that can finish it off. Call it a Dwight York for all I care, or a Dennis Bergkamp. Obviously not. That's a bit different. But that's the way I look at Zirkzee. I don't look at him as a pure number 9 from what I can see of his characteristics. But other people might think differently. The thing is, his agent doesn't want 15 million. He wants 10 million euros or something like that as his fee. I see 50 million to be fair, but that's a bit nuts. An agent fee for someone that you're going for 34 million release clause. Apparently, they don't have a good relationship with AC Milan, the agent, and that. So that's why it might be more suited to someone like Premier League. And obviously, when it comes to wages, Premier League are night and day compared to an Italian league. Does anyone feel like he will land? Because I feel like the whole narrative around Man United is like, oh, there's a Dutch player and there's a Dutch manager.
I don't know if he will land at Man U. That's the thing I'm scared of. Like, I don't know if he's the right club, the right fit for him. I like the profile of the player, but whether because Man U, to me, they're like ready now. Like with Man U, you see what I'm trying to say? I don't know if he.
So I just say I think I kind of see what Man U are doing on a kind of the low budget operator. I think what they want to do now, I think they want to get back to goal scoring wingers. I think they don't want to get because maybe this is just from the links in it. I don't see Man United going for 100 million striker. Yes, because money reasons, but Man United can make money. We've already said how they can make money. You see at Martial's wages, Sancho's cost, Casemiro's cost, and eventually his wages, Varane's wages. Man United will make Eriksen's wages, Greenwood's wages, and how much he's going to cost. Man United can make money. Yeah, they might have only reportedly at 50 million as it stands now, but they can make money in it. But I'm saying, I think the reason there's no shock that Man United are looking at Elise as well as like someone like a Zirkzee, because if Zirkzee is going to kind of link up play, and I think they want to get Rashford back to scoring 30 goals, and I think the way they think to do that is by something, is to use something alternate as like to Rasmus Højlund. Because for me, if you've got Zirkzee and you have Elise and you have Rashford, maybe then you have two at least wingers who could get you 15 plus goals in the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? 15 plus goals in the Premier League. And then Zirkzee, if he can chip in for at least 10 goals, 10 to 12, maybe 15 goals, as someone who's actually going to help the wingers score a lot more goals. For me, I can kind of see the way, if you're going to run a front three, I can kind of see that working. I'm not going to lie. That's
the same
my
thing. Is that not the same thing that Chelsea are doing right now, though? They got Palmer, someone to link up with.
Chelsea are more trying to get a gunman, and they wanted to put Palmer in the 10 now. It's a little bit different.
Well, they got link up man in Jackson. Yeah, but we crash out.
But Chelsea are better individuals than you going forward.
Yeah, that's true. But it's the same kind of approach that Chelsea were doing, and we kind of mocked them for it.
For what?
For that kind of same kind of similar approach. Young players, potential, all of that,
No. That's because they'd overdone it, bro. They went all the way left of it.
Like, you mean what buying the Washingtons of the world and all that stuff?
Bro, yeah, like Andre Santos, Pedro Lima, and
Santos I actually really like.
But that's Chelsea's thing. Like Chelsea's thing is that they're gonna recoup the money off of these youngsters and probably flip the price. They'll do the Amari Hutchinson. Like Chelsea are on all that. I'm saying for United, for your attack, I'm only talking about your attack. You can't build your whole spine of 21-year-olds or 23-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just insanity. I'm saying for Man United, if you go and get Elise, that's an immediate upgrade on your right wing. I'm not saying you're going to get him. Let's say, talking hypotheticals, and you get Joshua Zirkzee and you have Rashford on the left. You're telling me that both wingers can't then converge with a nice false line who can get goals and have a balanced attack, because your attack is so imbalanced. It's mad. I wouldn't even say it, and forget. In fact, you know what? It is balanced. It's balanced in shit. It's balanced in shit. You don't have anyone who's getting 15 plus goals unless Rashford's girlfriend's treating him right. Let's be honest. If Rashford's got bare testosterone, you man aren't scoring. No one in your attack is scoring more than 15 goals in the league.
Right now, as it stands.
Yeah. So
you mean Premier League goals?
Get Elise in, and realistically, once you sold Martial and them, once you've taken them as wages off the books, Greenwood and Sancho are gone. You're laughing. You're laughing. You probably got some, and you probably still got some pieces spent on the centre back situation. You're laughing, bro.
You're right. Yeah.
That's the way I was working in it.
I think they need a midfielder next to the young guy, man, next to Meno, bro. I think that would help
make that two midfielders. Make that two midfielders.
Yeah, I think that would change the way you play, though. If you get someone next to Meno that's quality, that can play the kind of CDM role, that's a bit disciplined, I think that could help with your progression. That would make United.
Well, the only last link I saw in the midfield to Man United was Yusuf Fofana and João Neves. But that Neves looking like it's an outpriced thing. I don't know why we're trying to even go in for João Neves when I don't think he suits. I don't think he suits Manu when you got Bruno Fernandes in there. I don't think he's even a DM at that. It's just, I don't personally understand any of that or that direction, especially when trying to deal with Benfica is like trying to deal with Napoli. It's like there's no point. They're not budging from their price. The price is the price. You pay it or you don't, or we keep him because someone else will come in for him eventually and we'll still make money. It's funny how Benfica is still a club that's got a little bit of debt about them. I find it astonishing personally, but I think recent history has told me don't buy anyone off of Benfica. Nunes, fuck that. Enzo Fernandez, fuck that. Don't want no one. They ain't been good. Like
Felix as well.
Felix, fuck that. They were good back in the day when you're getting. We got Lindelof off of them recently. Fuck that. Do you get what I mean? The nice ones that came out of them is like the Di Marias of the world and the Matiches, you know, back in the day. Stay far away from Benfica and their talent. Gonzalo Ramos.
Ruben done all right though.
Yeah, Ruben done all right. That's okay. That's the one odd. But look how much anomaly there is. Right now, people calling Ruben Diaz overrated and shit. But I'm just saying, along them lines, forget that. Dust it off. I wouldn't want to go nowhere near Benfica, especially when you want to try and get as much players in. Apparently, Man United want 2 early signings in as quick as possible. Two. Man United. Unknown situations. That's something that Liverpool do. I'm surprised Liverpool haven't made a signing yet. And then now, all of a sudden, you're stringing it along, and then it's clear as day that Liverpool are looking for a right winger. And then even if it's from the Guardian or whatever it is, it's still like, I wouldn't deny it. But the whole argument between Mons and Cal about Elise, now Liverpool coming into the race, and what they can offer him is Champions League football. The only club that's coming in for him that can offer him Champions League football, by the way.
Why does Diaz want to leave to Barca? You hear that?
Ooh, Aston Villa.
The other way.
Ooh.
What, in the
Yeah.
Where is it?
Fabrizio bomb there. Aston Villa have already discussed Maatsen with Chelsea during talks for Duran. Negotiations continue for Maatsen. Not only so keen.
Hey, there you go. I don't know why Chelsea are letting go Maatsen. I'm gonna be so honest, man.
Oh,
so good. Guy is such a good player. He's the success. He's gonna be one of the. I think Maatsen is gonna be one of the top tier left backs of the world. Because Aston Villa, I don't know how good gets his heights to, but I can't see him move. I can see him moving away from there. The guy is that good.
Who's their left back at the moment? Digne?
Yeah, but he's on his way out. Let's be honest.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's an upgrade.
They got Digne, and I like that Alex Moreno as well.
Yeah, they got Moreno. That was it.
It's crazy to think, last year, start of the season, pre-season, Maatsen was seen as like, obviously Jackson had a good pre-season and stuff, but Maatsen, everyone's like, yo, Maatsen's getting minutes, he's playing well. Comes to Premier League season, he's starting right wing for Chelsea in the Premier League, and then gets moved away, and now it looks like he's going to be gone for good because Pochettino didn't want him because of his thing, and most likely because the owner saw the pure profit and thought, yeah, we're taking it. 35 million is going to get you Ian Maatsen, or in this case, it looks like John Duran is going to get you Ian Maatsen.
But I think that's not. I think for what you both need, though, you don't need a left back like that. Well, you need a left back in a sense, but right now you need a striker. I think Maatsen was always surplus requirements. So really and truly, it should be just a straight swap. If anything, Maatsen's more proven than a Durán. It should be just a straight swap. If you end up paying them money, I think that's a shit deal. Don't you guys think? Imagine they're paying 10 million plus Maatsen. I think that's shocking.
Yeah,
especially someone that got to a Champions League final who played good for Dortmund and everything to a guy that's barely sniffed football.
Yeah, no, 100%. No, you're right. Yeah, it's not a good deal. I don't know why they do more swap deals, but I don't know. I don't know if it's finance between the agents or whatnot. That's why I don't know what it is.
What are you saying, though, Mons? Elise, though, but we're gonna discuss it maybe a little bit later. I want to see if something else comes out of that, but not. Be honest. Are you taking Elise, the guy that's gonna take the reins?
Yeah, no, listen, if it's there, like if it happens, it happens. I'll welcome the signing. I don't think Elise is.
You get one up on Chelsea for the first time in a year.
It's not really about a one up on Chelsea. I got my one up. We beat them in a final, and they're qualifying for Conference League, and I'm playing in the champs. Like there's if it comes to signings, Chelsea are always going to be like a powerhouse when it comes to that. Like, jokes aside, innit? So. I don't know, man. Elise, he's a brilliant player in that, but I feel like with Mo Salah there, it would predominantly mean Mo Salah would have to go central because I'm not having Elise rotate with Salah. He's too good of a player to be a rotational piece.
You can play both of them sometimes.
Yeah. No, if one of the people also say Elise can play in the 10.
You can play on the left as well. Yeah, you can definitely play on the left as well.
No. But predominantly, if you want to get the best out of him. We don't want to do the moving him out of position and moving him around.
But it's only 1 year though, bro.
Yeah, I know I'm saying, but he's a young player. Again, but this isn't FIFA, bro. Just because he can play in the left and he can play in the 10, that doesn't mean he's gonna thrive there. You want to play him predominantly in his preferred position to help his development.
No, I hear it, but when you think of succession, if you're gonna go to a big club like Liverpool, who's in Champions League, established kind of core football at the moment as well, there's obviously unknown narratives when it comes to obviously the manager. but he'll take the reins. He'll get 25 plus games. You know what I mean? He will play FA Cup, Carabao. He will introduce himself to the high intensity of playing for someone like Liverpool, because the intensity compared to Palace is night and day. He'll get Premier League games because Salah will need a rest. There'll be times when Salah plays Champions League because you need him, but then you might need an Elise 2-3 days later because that's the schedule. He'll get about 3,000 minutes. He'll play a lot of games, considering that he's injury free.
I'll be real. I feel like just go for Eze. I'd rather just go for Eze if we're going to look at a 10 and keep Mo Salah on the right. It depends on what's going to happen with Mo Salah. I understand people saying it's Mo Salah's last year and, you know, he can take over in a year's time. But for me, I don't know, man. I'd rather go for Eze. I like Elise, though. I like the fact that he can play in the 10 as well. But for me, I want to get the best out of him straight away. I think he's way too good. I think he's coming to that point where he needs to play game in, game out, in my opinion. And that's why I prefer signing like Eze instead of a 10. But if he was to make the sign, I'm not going to go against it. I just think it would mean Salah would be predominantly going in the middle. And injuries do happen as well, man. You might even find Salah up sometimes this season. They do, but again, is Elise going to sit there and wait for someone to get injured to play regularly?
Plus,
at Liverpool,
really injury prone himself. So
I wouldn't call him prone. Like he's had one bad injury season. This season he did. And he still got more GA than most, man. And he still performed. That's the maddest part. The thing is, I don't think he's slowing down. I just feel like he got mismanaged by the medical team, aka Roy Hodgson, who rushed him back because he was desperate to keep his job of some sort.
That happens.
I don't think the narrative around injury prone, because you had one bad injury season, doesn't make you prone to injury. You have to keep them rolling over and over and over again, like a Thiago.
Yeah, he's young as well. He's mad young.
That's the issue. He is mad young, but if he does keep getting hammy injuries, then it's looking a bit peak.
Yeah, but again, man. Yeah, some of the injuries that players have got this season, the way they've come back and got injured again, is mad. Like some of the medical team, boy, it's unforgivable, especially for my club and what's happened with certain injuries in it. But again, you have to look at Chelsea camp as well. A lot of players are getting injured. That's why I would say there's a lot of football to be played every season, especially if you're playing in Europe. So I do understand that he would definitely get games in the cups. He'd probably get games in the Champions League as well. It just depends, man. My preference, I prefer an Eze personally. I think a right wing backup is, I just don't think it's a major position yet. I understand that we do need to get another right winger. I think Liverpool are more looking at that Bakayoko kid. That's who they're actually looking at as a right wing replacement for now.
Would you take Neto? I know he's injury prone, but would you take him?
Did you see he's the one?
Bro, when he's fit, I think if Neto was fit, I genuinely think we would have got him. I think we definitely would have gone all in for Neto. But bro, his kneecaps are like ticking time bombs, bro, and his hamstrings have C4s inside them. I promise you. I don't know anymore, innit? Like, and it's annoying because he's that good. He's been this good for a minute now. You
see what he did for Portugal yesterday? He got a win and assist.
That's why I said it.
Yeah, bro, he rock up.
Ridiculous.
So when I keep telling people, that Leao is a piri version of Marcus Rashford, people don't want to believe me.
Wow, don't do that.
I'm not gonna lie.
Leao is
do that, man.
Leao is so overrated.
No.
Leao is hard, bro.
He's crossing those balls with his weak foot. You're not getting it. That's why it's looking dead. Certain times I'm like, Ronaldo, why are you not there, bro? Like you should be.
But again, it's not even that. Like Leao, he's not.
By the way, why does Ronaldo look like he's 31,
brother? No, what do you mean?
Why is he playing like he's 31 again?
What do you mean? Yesterday he played like he was 45.
No, I know he didn't, bro. I'm saying
yes, he did. He done one little flick. Is that what you want those YouTube videos? Is that what you want those YouTube videos?
Let it go.
No. It's like watching those YouTube videos where you see Berbatov or Quaresma doing nice little flick when they're playing in the cage football. You see one of that, and people think he's having an amazing game. Probably 45, 50 yesterday, bro.
Bro, that's not, again, Cass. I'm not gonna take your opinion into consideration because I know you don't have the whole Ronaldo issue thing. So I'm just going to talk to my friends over here about how Ronaldo. I'm going to talk to my friends over here about
you
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo had a good performance yesterday.
No, I think he had a recent performance.
It was shit.
I'm talking about.
I wouldn't go that far.
He was shit.
Why does he look way more sharper than he did at United? Like he just looks way sharper.
I know. I'm not saying. Look, I'm not saying I'm not going to disrespect one of pretty much the goal, if not the second goal of football. Yeah, however you want to say it. Yeah, I don't get me wrong. But this current Ronaldo, Stop living in the fucking past, brother. Like, yes, he looked sharp, but that sharpness was not in the area when it was needed. Like, the guy, he was the issue. No one could link up play with, brother. Like, honestly, he looked like, I don't know, Roberto Martinez, you know what? He should not even be in that team. He should not even be in that team.
But Martinez ain't got backbone. He ain't got the.
You know what it is? I hear it. Cat is still a little bit hurt. Listen,
It's
Ronaldo,
not hurt,
whether we like it or not, Ronaldo looks. He looks 10 times more fit than he wants. He wants it more than he was at United. I don't get it.
That's great. My dad looked more fit than he did 2 years ago, bro. But man's old still. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's done. Let it go.
Listen, I think Ronaldo should come off the bench. Like, I think he'll be better as an impact player because I think asking him to press and do all of them things there, he can't really do it, man. Like, Uncle
Portugal deserved this. You know, Portugal deserved this. Yeah, Portugal deserved this. Yeah, Portugal deserved this. You handed Roberto Martinez, a golden generational keys. Like, there was keys to the golden generation of Belgium, and he fucked that up. And then you give the golden generation of Portugal the keys to Roberto Martinez. That's what you get. More time, I think I'm going to blame the manager more as well. But let's be honest, man. Ronaldo's not it. He played with him in the front two. Maybe I think the team looked imbalanced anyway. So, but he was a big part of the issue yesterday. The fact that he didn't get taken off was crazy to me. You know, Jota comes on instant impact, and before you know it, they look much better.
In the false nine will be better, I think, or even I don't know. Like, Leao needs to play closer to goal. I think he needs to play closer to goal on his stronger foot. He's scoring goals, bro, for me. But
and let's get straight. Leao is bro, the guy. If you can't even get more than 10 goals in a Serie A, bro, I don't like in a single season. You're not fire. I don't give a shit because man's a goal scoring winger. Like, let's be real. And I know he's got some good assists on him. To be fair, like, he's got a couple. I'm not saying he's not shit, by the way. Remember, I never even said Rashford is shit like that. I just said he's just the peri version of Rashford. They play exactly the same.
No,
they play exactly the same.
I think Leao plays like Rashford when Rashford gives a shit. Like pretty much.
It's the same thing.
He's got a bit more elegance.
I think Leao is hard. You can just watch a player know Leao is cold.
No, he's got good goal scoring in him, but I just don't see the height.
It's ridiculous. He's got the physicality as well. The height, I think, like, Rashford's more slim, like, streamlined. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I think Leao could play closer to the goal, and I think he'll be more deadly. And I think the season before, not last season, the season before last, he got
cold at what? His link up's dog shit.
I just think he needs to be on his stronger foot, and I think that's where he's.
You know, I've had too much of Marcus Rashford giving away turnovers. Then that's why I see Leao and think like, oh,
yeah, I hear that. I hear that.
Yeah. Last one, by the way. Yeah, man. So, guys, this prediction is looking like it's coming true. The only one that's in for Eze, which you're not going to talk about, is Tottenham. The offers, I think they're waiting literally for another. I'm not joking. There will be an offer in the next 10 days, I reckon, by the new rollover. Turnover, and then Toney, there's a free run for you, boy. Tottenham fans, imagine having Toney and Eze in your team with Maatsen, and I don't know what the hell you got on the right, but
listen, I'll be real, yeah.
Toney.
I say when, I say if. I'll believe it when I see it, because
you got the most concrete interest other than Man United on this guy, and it looks like you're the only striker you're actually linked with at this moment of time as well is Toney.
Yeah, no,
there was a false rumor about that you made a bid.
I think that's from Brentford's end, you know. I think they were trying to kind of, you know, pull it out where, like, we make a move or something, or panic or blah blah blah. I just think when England get knocked out, I think that's when you're going to see some movements. With Toney,
what do you mean when we win?
Huh?
When we
win?
We
did it? Is that what we did? What, England win? Win what? Huh? We did what? Euros? And but yeah, anyway. So yeah, when the competition's over, I think Toney will. I think those discussions will be held, and things might move a bit more faster. But again, I'm not putting my hat up. I'm not saying he's going to come. I know my club too well, like, to kind of get excited about him. But yeah, listen, if we get him in, he's definitely the profile I feel that will raise Tottenham 100% in terms of, you name it, link up, being the box striker, whatever you want to call it. False nine, he can do it all for me. And I was watching Kane, and that's when it dawned on me. I was like, oh my days, we really do need Toney. But I'm not gonna get gassed. Eze,
yeah, go on.
Say Eze quick. Eze, for me, again, he's another player that raises our profile, because we've got the worst front three in the top half, in my opinion. If you look at it, Johnson and Werner, other than Son, like Richarlison, it's just not making it. So again, Eze can either play off the left. Everyone's arguing if he should take Maddison's role. I think he can do both. He could either play off the left or play in the 10. But if he's playing in the 10, I think Son plays on the left. And I think Maddison can play on the right. I'll be honest with you. I think Maddison can play on the right wing. And certain times he can drop in. He won't hug touch line, but he will like invert a bit and do bits. So
do you not find it kind of like interesting that no teams are in for Ivan Toney? Really like that? Like no one's really snapping him up.
Because and lots of Spurs fans, they're moving like they don't want him because he could be a bad egg. The profile, he might not be an Ange player because he might cause disruption. Brother, I can't make it up, man. Like these fans, I don't know, man. No, I don't like him. He's got to be a good guy first. No, bro, we need bad bees in our team, bro. We need some of that nastiness in that final third. We need that killer edge. We've got too many nice guys at the moment, in my opinion. So some guys that are going to rough it up, even when things aren't going well, they still back themselves. I can't have them in the medical room taking like hopiums or copiums, whatever you want to call it, pills to make their happiness go up. Because Richarlison, let's face it, last season, he's dealing with certain issues. I need the guys just to come with different mentality, and whatever's going on in their life doesn't matter. On the pitch, you just do your thing. You get me? If you have a bad game, you carry on the next game. So, but yeah, I'm excited that no one else is going in for him, and I think maybe that's the reason why they're not going in, because the allegations are before the gambling thing, blah blah blah. I know Arteta doesn't really like those type of characters in his squad. City already got their striker, Chelsea got their profiles, and Man U, I don't know. Yeah, Man U are doing young project, innit? Project Mbappe. So yeah, boy, I'm happy that Spurs have got a free run, if I'm being honest.
What's it called? But yeah, man, I think that's gonna be it for the news. We're gonna be back later tonight and probably discuss a little bit more transfer stuff in depth. Wait, are you going live, Monts?
No, I muted the 7. Don't worry about it. Redirect. I muted 7.
Who's live right now? Who can be blessed right now? Who's live right now? Who's starving?
I said he's starving.
Who's starving? Let me know. They want us starving. I mean, Rance is live. Should we bless Rance? Rance blessed us recently. Why not? He's not starving though. Let's be real. He's doing better than this. But yeah, all right, in a bit, we're going to be live as well for Watchalongs later. So make sure you check that out, and everyone's platforms are in the description below. Like the video on the way out, and just go say Nafray to Rance, and just I don't know, ask about his day or some shit. In a bit.